The journey from spirituality to eudaemonia is a lifelong transformative experience where one discards outdated paradigms to welcome in a new, heightened level of understanding and existence. It involves a cyclical process of metaphorical death and rebirth, allowing for the continuous renewal of personal growth. And by shedding burdens repeatedly, you rise above repeatedly, liberating the mind and the soul from unnecessary weight or density. And this liberation propels you towards a more evolved and expanded version of self. And spirituality is not about adhering to a specific belief system. Rather, it is about connecting with a higher purpose. It's about cultivating inner wisdom and recognizing the profound interconnectedness of everything around you. Spiritual practices such as meditation or mindfulness become pathways to unlocking levels of consciousness. It's a continuous letting go of the self. And when you reach the end of yourself, when you open your mind, a whole new world becomes available to you, of uncharted territory for you to explore.
Look at all this floor space. So many activities.
And by shedding burdens repeatedly, you rise above repeatedly, shedding unnecessary weight or density. This liberation propels you towards a more evolved and expanded version of self. Spirituality is not about adhering to a specific belief system. Rather, it is about connecting to a higher purpose. It is about cultivating inner wisdom, recognizing the interconnectedness of everything around you. Spiritual practices such as meditation and mindfulness become pathways to unlock new levels of consciousness. Spirituality is a vehicle to experience transcendence, something greater than yourself. It opens your mind to a whole new world of uncharted territory. It helps you understand the complexities of this world and what specific role you play into it. This video will dive into how spirituality plays a role in your journey to eudaemonia. Seeking wisdom. The wisdom that you carry with you is going to carry you. To go past the conventional mainstream wisdom and into the wisdom of the soul requires reflection on all the pit stops of your journey, to go back and find the lessons and the learning curves. This is crucial to analyze what has been working, what patterns need to be addressed, and what needs to be implemented. What lessons has your soul learned? What are its triggers and weaknesses, and how can you improve? Your soul has collected data from all the memories, experiences. It knows what makes you tick, it knows what makes you cry, and it knows the ultimate potential for you. Your human vehicle comes with all the potentials within the human due to all the possible genetic combination the individual has. So your soul chose you for this lifetime for a specific reason. If you think you're here by mere coincidence, the universe is too intelligent to allow for silly-like errors. You are here to evolve, just like everything else in creation. The wisdom within you knows that purpose. The soul within you yearns when you're not at your full potential, when it sees you struggling, when it sees you walking around in defeat, when it sees you out of your alignment. We need wisdom to understand who we are. We need wisdom to guide us towards our North Star. We need wisdom to realize that you cannot limit spirit, therefore nothing limits you. Wisdom alters your perception, your cognition, and understanding as you begin to discern illusion from truth. And the more you understand that all things work together for your good, the more relaxed you can lead your life, putting you into a receptive state of flow. And receptivity is an ability we must strengthen if we wish to reach our eudaemonia. Learning to receive. It is destiny for you to enjoy the pleasures of this life without fear, guilt, or shame. You must, however, learn to adapt a posture of gratitude to receive. Luke 16:10. Whoever is faithful with very little will also be faithful with much. The universe knows your intentions. It knows every crevice of your mind and heart. You cannot fake humility. Therefore, your attention should focus on growing gratitude by changing perspective from a place of desire to a place of thanksgiving. This produces more of that frequency you send out when you embody gratitude and humility. This combo is the universe's sweet spot. Receiving mode is not always easy for us to do, since we are so used to having to achieve, strive, to do, and plan. Receptivity requires you to be an open channel, emptying yourself of everything you believe yourself to know. Only in the letting go can you finally receive, as you allow the universe to fill your hands with the gifts that have been waiting for you. Learning to receive also assists you with harnessing self-love, self-care, and it sets you into the proper frequency of miracles, freedom, and flow. And as you pour more into yourself, you begin to pour onto others, for as you give, you too shall receive. The road of new beginnings is a road that is unknown, paved with many uncertainties. Nonetheless, it is also full of improbable possibilities, hope, and opportunities for you. You had to shed those parts of yourself that limited the universe from delivering your greatness, because you must match that greatness and embody that greatness. The denser you are, the heavier your heart is, the more chances you have of missing the mark. The more you associate with the character you've been playing, the deeper into the storyline you sink into. In order to break out of this cycle, you must have strength, intent, endurance, and a whole lot of faith. Strengthening your faith. Belief of those things that are not yet seen. Anticipation, expectation. As you tune more into your intuitive nature, you will begin to develop more trust in the unknown. Your intuition serves as an inner moral compass. You will feel when you are on the right path, and you will feel when you are off track. This allows you to stop relying solely on what you see, and instead helps you begin to operate from what you perceive, allowing you to walk a life of expectancy. As you embody the miracle you're seeking, and you walk with expectation, knowing that it's going to manifest despite your circumstances, despite your finances, despite your lack of network and net worth, you now position yourself to be found by all that is meant to find you. Through every season, keep the faith, better days are coming. And as you feel your way through life, this sets you on a lighter, more creative and pleasant journey as you follow your inner guidance. Practices for emotional resilience. Cultivating a positive mental attitude. Affirmations is replacing a limiting belief with its opposite. It is internalizing this new truth about yourself, no matter how silly you feel. This truth may not feel natural. It may feel like you're lying to yourself, but this truth is the truth of the ultimate reality. Your human perception cannot yet see the truth of who you are, because your lenses are biased, tainted, and limited. Affirmations assist in the reinforcement of the law of assumption. Acknowledging past wounds and traumas. There are two kinds of pain: the pain of ignorance and the pain of truth. Waking up to the reality is painful. Realizing that you cannot run from yourself. No amount of drinking, smoking, or engaging in various distractions can ever liberate you from your own company. And regardless of your chosen method of escapism, your pain remains an ever-present companion. From waking to sleeping, through your daily routines and social engagements, these things serve only as a temporary relief. It won't leave you because it is a shadow that you have yet to address. Wounds from the past tie us to that version of self, and we carry these cords everywhere we go. Learn to let go. Learn to remove the baggage of the past that keep you bound to an outdated version of yourself. Inner child work for emotional healing. Healing your inner child wounds means taking care of the hurts, feelings, and experiences from when you were a child. It means reparenting yourself. It means being the mother or the father that you needed as a child. Healing your inner child brings about many benefits, some including emotional well-being. It helps you manage and understand your emotions better, leading to improved overall well-being. Healthy relationships. Healing your inner child wounds can positively impact your relationships by breaking patterns of behavior learned in childhood. More self-compassion. It fosters self-compassion, allowing you to treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Increased self-esteem. By addressing past wounds, You can boost self-esteem and develop a more positive self-image. Stress reduction. Healing contributes to stress reduction as you learn to cope with challenges in healthier ways. Improved communication. It enhances communication skills, helping you express your needs and feelings more effectively. Breaking negative patterns. It also helps break negative patterns and behaviors that may have originated in childhood. Healing your inner child is a journey towards emotional well-being, healthier relationships, and a more fulfilling life. By healing the inner child, you take control of your life and the life of the child within. Give your inner child the chance to be loved, to be put back together by your mothering and fathering energy. Shadow work for personal transformation. This healing journey is light. Therefore, it serves as a personal transformation through the confronting of the shadow self. And while the shadow self has often gotten a bad rep, it is not evil or malignant. Often taught to be the ego, the shadow self represents everything we walk around hiding and suppressing. We are taught to be ashamed and guilty for being ourselves. We are taught to separate from ourselves. We are taught to distrust ourselves. And when you are taught you have an evil dark side, you repress and repress without understanding that it will always linger and come back to the surface. When you live this way, you are under constant pressure, knowing that these demons can come out at any moment. Dissociation and altered states of personality. The shadow is actually the personality within you that is created under intense pressure, tension, or trauma. The shadow is actually the personality within you that was created under intense pressure, tension, or trauma. In order to cope and continue to function, the brain does this magic trick in which it blacks out and disconnects from reality anytime it feels threatened or anytime we are exposed to a life-altering experience. In order to survive, the mind breaks into fragments, resulting in subtle or in extreme cases, very obvious personality shifts. This personality is equipped to survive and to handle the pressure and trauma by not thinking about it. It has now been lost in the abyss of the mind. And now you operate from autopilot. But because energy again can neither be destroyed or created, it still lingers in the shadows of your mind. Your soul, your mind, and your body remember. It is important to understand the shadow is the mind's way of creating a fortress around itself to preserve itself. The shadow is nothing but a demonized guardian who needs attention and love and healing as well. Your key to liberation lies within the shadows of the mind. You must be brave enough to take those keys back. Being in this state of ultimate fulfillment requires your foundation to be firm. Standing on love and not fear solidifies you. And when you are in a state of confidence, when you reprogram each and every cell in your body, you become unstoppable, without limits or borders. And no matter what circumstance you were born into, or no matter what cards were dealt to you in this life, you realize that you are the power of creation, that you are the cosmos who has taken on human form to experience itself through a series of disguised opportunities, those which can only be seen by those who truly perceive. When what this world shows you no longer dictates your emotions, feelings, dreams, vision, productivity, that is when you truly know you have entered into the state of ultimate fulfillment, liberation, eudaemonia. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.